Hello everyone, welcome back. Another live show. I have a great show for you this evening. Today, we're going to be talking about all the things left unsaid. There are plenty of things that men will not share with women. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I was talking to a friend today. I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about. All of these lives are completely off the cuff. I'm not ever sure what I'm going to say at any given time. So hang on. Buckle your seatbelts. You never know with me. But today, we're going to be talking about the things that men just straight up won't say to you. Okay? Pulling back the curtain. So, what that looks like is that some of the things you guys hear me say to you all the time about what you should be doing. But I'm going to tell you what men won't tell you today. So one of the things men won't tell you is about the minor things about your appearance. We're going to start small and we're going to build up to the big stuff. All right? The minor things to your appearance. For instance, men won't tell you about the hair on your lip. This little baby hair right here. I got it clearly, but this is on purpose. You know what I mean? Some of y'all, it's not on purpose. Some of y'all, it's an accident. Some of y'all it's obvious that you've never owned an adjacent mirror in your life. All right? And so what you need is an adjacent mirror, because what an adjacent mirror will tell you is that you got a mustache like mine. Some of y'all, baby, with blonde hairs. All right? And men, because they want to, and because they have ulterior motives. I gotta be adult friendly on this platform now. Tell me I've been a little too adult. I gotta be a little bit more family friendly, I meant to say. They have ulterior motives. They're not going to tell you. They'll just let stuff slide because it might impede with the agenda. You know what I mean? All right. Some of y'all got hairs here. I saw the viral TikTok spray. Y'all get that shit. And a straight razor. Fix your face. All right? I promise you, it'll make a world of difference. Okay? These little baby hairs here. Unacceptable. Unibrow. Some of y'all haven't cleaned up that unibrow in ever. Men are never going to tell you this, but I promise you, ma'am, that they notice. Some of y'all have one. You don't have eyebrows. You have eyebrow. One brow. That's what they call you behind your back too, Miss Eyebrow. All right. Men are never going to tell you that. Because it's just like they're going to feel like they're going to offend you, going to make you upset. Might slow down their movement towards the goal or the objective. All right? So if that's you, ma'am, take care of it. They're thinking it. They talk about it to their friends. They talk about you. They call you Miss Eyebrow for real. You're already named as Miss Eyebrow in the group chat. I promise you. Is that what you want to be known as? The woman with one eyebrow? You better get you an adjacent mirror and make the investment. All right? Get you one of those fluorescent ones that light up and make you look bad. Because if you look good in those, you'll look good everywhere else. All right? Men aren't going to tell you this stuff. Okay? That's one of them. Now I told you we're going to be starting small. All right? They're going to be, they do and they are talking about you behind your back. They do think this, they just will never say it. So, y'all think you look good in the mirror straight on, and you do. But on your profile or at a sideways view, it's different. And y'all need to make it the same. All right? It doesn't cost much. That's $13 on Amazon. That's a big one. All right? Most men don't like drastic alterations, to your appearance. Men are very comfortable with the way you look. So if you're thinking about getting highlights done or whatever, they'll be supportive, but they're not gonna tell you that. They prefer you the way you are, the way they've known you. I'll tell you a story. When I was a kid, it's no different now. This is why there's a lesson here. When I was a kid, my mama, she always had ringlet curly hair, like the kind you all try to work really hard for to get the little ringlet curls, like in the 80s, like big hair in the 80s. My mom was very pretty, long hair, very curly, just like a 3-hour in the bathroom kind of hair cut. You understand? But that's her natural look, and she wore that for years and years and years. And I think she, on the 3rd or 4th grade or something, she had the audacity to pick me up with straight hair. She went and got it straightened one day. I had no idea who I was looking at. And men don't take to that very well. Who is this? It's like a man shaving their beard. It's like a whole other person. She went and bought herself a straightening iron, and my whole world changed in an instant, and I cried like a baby. That's a true story. I didn't recognize this stranger taking me home. Men don't like changes like that, drastic changes like that. All right? They're not going to tell you that, but they think it. They want you as they know you to be. All right? You start making big changes, they're just not going to tell you, but they're going to secretly hate it. All right? They're never going to tell you, though. All right? So if you feeling like you're going to get highlights, you're sprucing it up for the summer, you want to go blonde or whatever, look, do you, boo-boo. Blondes do have more fun, I'm pretty sure. But a man's going to hate it. All right? They like you as you are, the way they met you. They don't like change, okay? The other thing is, it's going to get more serious now, so buckle up, folks. Men are perfectly willing to allow you to think that this relationship's going somewhere. And they know full and fucking well that it's never going anywhere. They know that almost right away. Sorry. Fuck. I know that one's tough. But let me tell you, my advice to all women everywhere is to just simply choose wisely. Choose who you're spending your time with wisely. Because men know right away if you're marriage material, and there is no way in a million bazillion years, no matter what you do, even if you literally bend over backwards for that man. Bend over anyways for that man. He is not going to marry you, sis. And he will be perfectly willing to waste 8 years of your life and never marry you. And he'll never tell you that. Because then it would bring to the surface he'd feel guilty. It'd bring that up. Bring that to light. He'd have to face the mirror and go, fuck, I'm kind of a shitty person. I allowed her to believe this is going to maybe go somewhere one day. Men will not tell you that shit. But you want to know what else? They'll tell their friends. They'll be dating a girl for 5 fucking years, and they will straight up, very seriously, tell their homies, whom they've known for 1 or 2 years, that they're not going to marry you. They'll definitely will say that to their friends behind your back. Yeah, I know. It is mean. Sorry. Sorry to tell you. So, my advice to you is if there isn't a ring on it soon, have another boyfriend. Get another one. Tell him his time is up. Egg timer went off. Got to look out for yours. Let him race to the finish line. Have 2 boyfriends and see who proposes first. Some of y'all maybe 3, if you can handle it. I don't know. What do I know? Just make them compete. Why not? The first one was going to waste 10 years of your fucking life anyways. Might as well, if there's no ring on it, might as well have another boyfriend. Maybe that one will buy you stuff. I'm serious though. Actually. Until it is a mutually beneficial, equitable relationship, have another boyfriend. Have two. Why not? Live a little. It's the weekend. They're never going to tell you, folks. I promise you. I'm telling you guys. Wait till they catch you having another boyfriend. They'll propose like that. Yeah, I didn't think there was anything serious. You didn't. There's no ring on my finger. He's gonna. Hell, he will be at Kohl's that weekend, at Zales, wherever. You're doing the math. You get what I mean? Oh man. I said Kohl's. I meant Zales. Kohl's? I don't know. Anyways, y'all get what I'm saying. Draw a line in the sand. If there's no proposal by this date, I'm getting another boyfriend. I'm going to answer one of my other DMs. You see? Because they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you that they will happily date you for months, years even, a decade. Whatever. They'll date you with a straight face and tell you that they don't want to put a label on it after a decade. Don't believe me? Ask around. Look in my comment section. All right? There's a lot of stuff that men won't tell you. Men also, here's another one. Men are perfectly happy to never, ever leave their house. Ever. Most men are only ever leaving their house to do stuff for you or with you, to lure you out of the house. Most men, if it were up to them or could be up to them, they would just say, come over. Perfect, actually. That's better. They're only doing stuff because they think that you require it, or they recognize that you're only going to respond if they're inviting you out to an activity that you're interested in. You see what I'm saying? Most men will never admit that, but they would all just rather you come over. So what you got to do is just say, where are we going? What are we going to do? Don't let them get away with it, because they will if you let them. If they don't present you with a good enough offer tonight, take up one of your other ones. Post about it on your story, on your close friends. Make sure he's on your close friends. that I promise you, he'll be inviting you out after that. Don't be like a Lamborghini headrest close friends story posting. I don't mean that. You got to do one of those posts where I might be out with the girls, I might be with a man. Who knows? Close friends, wink. You see what I'm saying? They would much rather you just come over, but just make it clear you like being outside. Be subtle. Be more subtle. I'm not saying cause an argument at home. Just say it. Subtlety. Okay? There's a lot of things unsaid. That's not reverse psychology. That's just psychology. That's just living. That's just living unapologetically. You shouldn't have to apologize for wanting to do stuff. You shouldn't have to apologize for wanting to be doted upon. You shouldn't have to apologize for having to, to want to be pursued. If that's what it's come to, keep your options open. Because I promise you, there is a man that will buy flowers for you and they'll open your doors for you and take you to places. I promise you. That exists. The only reason why it doesn't exist for you is because you allow this behavior. Straight up. I know girls with boyfriends right now that don't do any of that shit. That's a choice. That's your choice. At least in the first world country, that's your choice. Hello, guys. Hello, folks. Welcome back. How many dates with a guy is a good progression towards something serious? Here's the thing, ladies. This is another one of those unsaid things. I'm going to reiterate this because I touched on it lightly earlier. If the man's not ready for something serious, there is nothing you can do to make him want to be serious with you. Do you understand? There's nothing you're going to be able to do. He's just going to date you for now, if you allow him. And hey, you know what? I say that in a way that sounds bad. There's nothing wrong with that. It's exciting to be in relationships. It's exciting to be courted. It's exciting to be, part of that like phase of dating. It's really fun. It's cool for both parties, all parties involved, whatever. So there's nothing wrong with dating a guy, even if it goes nowhere, because, you got to live a life. Plus, girls got to live, girls got to eat. Maybe he'll pay some of your bills. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? That's the excitement of it. It's chaos. And that's cool. So I'm not saying that you should just reject every possibility if it's not, the man doesn't assert himself that it's going to lead to somewhere serious every single time. You shouldn't do that. You got to have a life. You got to get outside. You got to get out there. All right? Mix and mingle. Okay? Practice. If anything, practice. Practice for job interviews, don't you? Don't you? You ought to. You should practice dating too. It's a skill. Being social is a skill, let me tell you. You got to keep that tool sharp. Okay? So get out there. But not every single person you meet, even though they might seem like they want something serious, doesn't mean they're ever going to be serious with you. There's nothing you can do to change that. So my contention is that until things are serious, keep your options open. Have another boyfriend. Why not? What does it hurt you? You see? Until there's a ring on it, you're single. What? What do you put on your tax forms? You have a boyfriend for 5 years. How do you file on your taxes? Tax season is coming up. Do you put married? Oh, you don't? Then you're single. All right? Until your tax filing status changes, have another boyfriend. All right? Show him the paperwork. It says right here, I'm single. I think so too. That's what I tell the government. So I don't know what you're piping up for. All right? I hope that helps, folks. Okay. She says, sorry, I didn't see who said it, but I'm going to read it out loud. I thought juggling was for clowns. Here's the thing. You know who's the clown? The woman that waits for a man, hand over foot, for 5 or 10 years, and that man doesn't want to put labels on things. The woman that still is 10 years deep with a man, and he hasn't even given her a ring yet. Who's the clown? So one of you is a joke. One of you is getting what they want out of life, and the other one of you is a joke. Who's the clown? Hello, guys. Thanks for the gifts on TikTok. You don't entertain broke men at all. Y'all should know better than this. Okay, yeah. Here's it's so funny because some of the male coaches follow me too. And I used to help men. I used to make I would say I made content for men per se. It wasn't exactly like that, but I definitely told my dating point of view and my stories of my personal dating life. And I had more men following me at the time, early on in my social media career or whatever. So I get a lot of questions from men, not women. It was really just for men. So just like now, these are just live streams and I answer them off the cuff, just straight off the dome. But men would follow me and answer a lot of those questions. And some of those guys still follow me to this day. And even the ones that are the big male dating coaches, the big ones that follow me, they're like, you know what, bro? At a glance, it seems like what you're saying is wrong, but I actually fuck with you and believe you. I believe what you're saying. And I think that you're valid. We might have counterpoints, but I'm not dogging on men for being broke. Everybody, here, you guys want to know what it's like in life with money? It's like this. Even rich guys are broke for a time. That just happens. Life is up and down. I've been there. I've certainly been there several times in my life. Okay? But because of who I am as a person, because of the characteristics that it takes for me to have become a success in the first place, is the same characteristics that keep me successful. You see? So yes, the money is a byproduct of success, and you should date a guy that has something to show for their effort in life, because let me tell you, sis, Pampers ain't cheap. Okay? Soccer practice ain't cheap. A wet nurse ain't cheap. And it's so expensive. If you had a baby in America, depending on where you are, that's 10 grand. Then what? Then the cost begins after that. And so, yes, you need to date for money, but also it's the characteristics of the guy who's made himself a success. That's what's good about dating wealthy guys. You think guys, unless there's some sort of degenerate trust fund kid or whatever, which is super fucking rare, like some heir to the Johnson & Johnson throne, whatever. That's whatever. But for the most part, what it is that the guys that have made something of themselves and sustained that aren't just getting a lick or scamming or some shit. Those guys have developed the perseverance, character, and the traits that are attractive to everyone, but especially women for dating. You want to date those kinds of guys because those being able to stand on business, be honest, treat people fairly and correctly and right in life, have people look to you and respect you and want to work with you. All of those things are good characteristics to have. That is a great option when it comes to selecting a mate, somebody to be with, somebody that's dependable. You guys, y'all going about it all wrong. You picked your last boyfriend because he's got tattoos on his knuckles when you should be looking at his FICO score. Is he somebody that pays his bills consistently? Oh, he is? That's a better candidate than fucking Knucklebuster here. All right? You can't blame him. You picked him. You see what I'm saying? Is he responsible is a way better selection criteria than does he have a neck tattoo? Do you guys get what I'm saying? And you might not notice that right away, but you'll learn to love him. All right? Belle loved that beast. You learn to love him. You can look past all the other stuff. Fiscal responsibility. You don't want to wake up and losing hairs over keeping these damn lights on, let me tell you. All right? That's how you get early grays and crow's feet. You want good skincare? It's expensive. You better get you a man that can provide that routine or whatever. All right? Or be a saucer face, that's right. Walking around assaulting folks with your big ass pores. Not much, how are you? Excuse me, can I get a matcha? Assaulting everyone. Like Pan's Labyrinth. That's what it's like, folks. You won't be able to afford that skincare and your pores will be this big. As opposed to this big, Piquito. Whatever. You get what I'm saying. It's a price tag. It's like 4 things you need. And if you date broke, they're going to convince you that you don't need all that stuff. You don't need all that stuff. Just use the body lotion. The same body lotion we got from Walgreens. Just rub it everywhere. And they'll convince you that shit over time. They'll whittle you down till you just give in. Next thing you know, you're using fucking body lotion. Not even the good stuff. You're using the stuff that's like the wrong color and having to put it on your face because he convinced you of that after 10 years of whittling you down. Is that what you want? Oh, yeah, that's right. 3-in-1 family. That's what your road is paved towards. You better forget the tattoos. Ask them about their FICO score. Tell them to pull it up at dinner. First date. So what's your 5-year plan look like? Let me see what the path, how that path is laid out. Prove it. Bring the paperwork. Hello, guys. Thanks for the gifts, guys. What's up, Annie? What drives you to help these women? Help these women? I'm helping these men. What do you think this is, guys? First of all, yes, there are a lot of women asking me questions for sure. But if you don't think my advice is for men, you're not paying attention. Listen up. I hope they listen too. For real. For real, I do. Hello, everyone. Harsh Truths About Dating. We're back. There's a lot of stuff men won't tell you. They won't tell you. I ever tell you guys about the story about the woman with the hairy knees? You guys, some of you guys, that shit's burned into your brain. But for the rest of y'all, have you guys ever heard about knee curtains? Have you guys ever told you about that one? This woman shows up to my house, kind of a blind date situation, but she's coming from out of town, okay? So she had to meet me at my place first, and we were going to go from there, whatever. That's not the standard protocol, but that's definitely how it happened, simply because she was coming from out of town. She had stuff to drop off, whatever. And my driver, she brings her up, has all this stuff there, kind of unloads for her, whatever. But this woman, this woman shows up in this. Here, I'm going to show you. She shows up. Let me like kind of move this off to the side. So she shows up like in a blue mini skirt. Like, think I'm from Miami, my mini skirt to here, yeah, right about here, right where if it were a little bit higher, you might see something for free. You guys with me? Okay. And then blue as all get out, like pastel blue, but brighter blue than that. I'll never forget. She shows up blonde, tan like a baked potato, which is fine by me. But then the dress was just so obnoxiously blue that it was like bright as fuck blue. Okay? So it just, the contrast to the skin was just like, I don't know. She looked like a rocket pop. You know how I don't know. I think that's a bad analogy example. I don't know. Whatever. She just looked like the 4th of July. I don't know. So she just shows up and it's blue and she's got blonde hairs. Okay? Blonde. All right? Naturally blonde. So with naturally blonde girls, you got these, white hairs everywhere. These white baby hairs everywhere. And I know some of y'all got baby hair. Y'all got baby hairs like right here, you don't shave, and some of that. And some it's a little bit too obvious that, some of y'all, they say don't shave above the knee or whatever, and y'all take that real seriously. And some of y'all have never shaved above the knee, and even though you maybe ought to, because then those thighs looking a little bit wildebeesty. But whatever, all right, self-awareness, okay. But that's not the point. This girl took shave above the knee, don't shave to the knee, literally, and she stopped right there. Right there. You all see that? At the bottom of the knee. And her whole life, she never shaved here. The calves were smooth as butter. Okay? Couldn't see anything. But because she never shaved this part, okay, she stops right below the knee, and her blonde ass hair on her baked potato skin legs, which again, I don't have a problem with. These hairs were like this long and blonde as fuck. Like so blonde and bright and white and on the brown skin. Okay? Like she stayed in the sun way too long. This is a white girl that is way too brown. And she had blonde hairs like this. And again, I wouldn't have a problem with that if she knew that you're supposed to shave past on the top of it. Up to here. Okay? So you shave past the knee. Not stop below the knee. And then you ended up like this. Like this, but not 4 fingers, like a million. And she had straight up blonde ass curtains on her knees. That's all I could look at. Because her skirt was here. Stop there. Tan, curtains. And I'm like this, I swear to God, I'm like this. I'm just like, nice to meet you. I couldn't stop. It was like so rude. I know. I just could not stop looking at her fucking knees. And it was just too short a skirt, and then just baked potatoes, legs sticking out the bottom, which again I don't have a problem with, and then just fucking curtains. And nobody told her. Who are your friends? Where's your mama? Somebody should get a penalty, a fine for this. Your mama should get a ticket or something, and points too, because it was egregious. Like community service at least. Because this poor girl, nobody ever told her any different. And then what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to tell her? Because I kind of want to. But again, all the things that men won't tell you. This is not my place. I wanted to so bad. But it's like, what if you say that the very first thing? Hey, can you just, there's a man's razor in there. Why don't you just shave your fucking knees for the first time ever? That would just be like, Way to kill the vibes, you know. Don't make her feel bad. I just met her. But somebody ought to tell her. But this is what I'm talking about. There's stuff that men won't tell you. They'll notice, they know, they saw, but they're not going to tell you. I'll tell you. She's probably watching this live too. She knows now. Oh, man. First date should have been a wax salon. My treat, honey. Oh, God. Horrific. But some of y'all, maybe not as egregious, but have the same kind of stuff, you know. Personal grooming. Somebody's getting chased down there. You hear that? Book her some laser appointments. First thing to do before getting ready for the date, shave. Listen, you got to keep up. Listen. Lori, it's not that she didn't shave. It's that she did shave. She just didn't shave some areas she ought to have been shaving her whole life. Like her whole damn life. Somebody should have told her. I blame the parents. I blame poor parenting. Anyways, there are things that men won't tell you. I'll tell you. It's not in person because you never know. I'll tell you. Y'all just tune into live. I'll tell you when I'm a phone screen distance from you, and that's it. How about that? All right. Worst date experience. I just told it, Jay. Keep up. Were you not listening? Do you not hear that? Horrific. Hello, guys. Men know things. They don't know things. They notice things. They don't know. They notice. That's it. Men don't know things. They notice things. So they notice if your nails aren't done. They don't know how you get them done. They don't know how they should be. But they notice that they're not. They don't know that you have a mustache, but they notice if you got one. You see what I'm saying? They'll notice things like that. All right? They don't know what you should wear or how you should wear it, but they'll notice if it's right or wrong. All right? Hello, folks. Need my nails done now. That's right. Keep it tight. Get outside. Keep it tight. Hello, guys. He just said asked to see his credit score. Oh, yeah, I already got that one. Yeah, oh, that's another thing. Another thing. Here's another thing that men won't admit to. You got to understand, men are first attracted to you physically That's it. It's first, do I like this woman enough to want to sleep with her? Is she attractive to me? Am I physically aroused by her? If yes, then personality second. That's another one. Some of y'all really don't like this part. Some of y'all get really upset by this, and I don't understand why, because you have so much wiggle room here. But a lot of men, all men care only about how you look first. Then second, it's about whether or not you're just a nightmare to get along with, whether they're repulsed by you or not. That's it. So you first got to be attractive to them physically, or else, boop, not interested. And there's no amount of like talking to him or like showing him how smart or funny you are and all that stuff that's going to change that. And why would you want to? Would you want to like use your words to get them to physically be attracted to you anyways? Because if that's the case, then that's going to be like, he's not that into you. You see what I mean? He's just going to disregard you in the future anyways. Don't you get it? Do you see what I'm saying? He'll take it if it's an easy layup, but he's not ever going to take you seriously. He needs to first physically be attracted to the body, the meat sack first. Is he physically attracted to you? Yes. Then he'll engage with you, and then he'll start dealing with that. Now, that being said, as a woman, you got a lot of leverage with that. You got a lot of power with that. You have all of modern day, the evolution of mankind's compounding fucking technology to improve, enhance, modify, change, whatever. You can improve and enhance your appearance beyond all belief these days. And so if men are very visual like that, you can just, with a flick of the wrist, change your whole appearance so that he's attracted to you. Like, that's literally how it goes. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you have a lot of power in that. You can transform and then make him attracted to you. That's how it goes. And that's cool. Do those things. Look good for them. You want the men to be attracted to you. Then when they come and talk to you, then does your personality shine. But just don't get it twisted. It's not personality first. It's just not. Don't you see? They have to physically like what they see first. And that's sexual. Don't be mad at it. Just own it and get good at it. And a lot of that you have a lot of control over. Women, on the other hand, are different. Women will date ugly guys. I see some of y'all's boyfriends. Miranda, Jen, Sarah. Some of y'all, I'm looking at your boyfriend's like, what in the world sort of hoops and mental gymnastics and words did he use? Because my God, I'm confused. Is this a contract or something? I don't know. But it's not the same way for the other way around. Some of y'all, that's right. Some of y'all dating gremlins. And whatever, Gremlins got a personality. Y'all got a lot of love to give. It's all right. You snuggle that little gremlin. That's fine. I'm just confused personally, but I'm a man. See, I don't get it. For me, it's visual first, then personality second. So, but y'all, it's a little different. All right. That's fine. Let's see here. Why would a guy ghost after a few brief convos on the phone, then stalk obsessively? Because he thinks he can do better than you. That's it. The guy's talking to you on the phone. He thinks, she's gettable. But he thinks he can do better, so going to spend his time elsewhere. All right? Talk about it to your other boyfriend. All right? If he's rich, then looks don't matter. I'm not saying that looks don't matter. Because I promise you, there are plenty of women in here, in this chat right now, that know rich guys that are so fucking repulsive that it does kind of matter. But I think there's a direct correlation, not to looks. Here's my theory. It's not to looks. It's like for how there's a direct correlation between how much money you have and how tall you are. Now your looks are going to be your looks. Like if you're hairy, gross, smelly guy, that's going to be the same thing regardless. But if let's say you're 5'5", for instance, but multimillionaire, they're going to grow in inches. You see, a 5'5" man can stand on his wallet but be 6'2". He'll still look gross, and women can kind of handle that, but he is definitely taller. I think it's just a height. I think it's a height correlation. Yeah. If he's rich, he'll grow in height. He's still going to have halitosis or whatever. But if he's tall enough, you won't smell it from down there. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's way up there. I don't know. Different air up there. It's like a wind channel. Can't even tell. Money grows in inches. Yeah, that's right. You stand on your money, you're so tall. For sure. But if you still look like a trout in the face, that's not going to change, You'll just be taller. You'll be a tall looking trout. Okay. .6'3", he's hot but broke. Well, that's the thing. Listen, I don't know what y'all's life has been like up to now. Who knows, right? But I promise you, either you or a friend of yours have dated the male model working from gig to gig, or the pool boy, or the guy that has a motorcycle as his whole personality. I don't know. And you end up dating that guy for 6 months, year, trying to help him out, trying to get him on his feet, let him borrow a little money, whatever. And within a few short months, you end up hating that dude. You end up having secret conversations in the bathroom with your mother at midnight. That's what happens. See, 6'3" and broke is going to mean secret conversations in the bathroom with your mom. You're going to hate him in short order. It's hard to respect it. I'm not saying you can't be broke in your life, all right? I'm not saying that. The world is not just full of abundance and no problems ever. I'm not saying that. But a man that's perpetually broke has a whole personality that is causing him to be perpetually broke. Guys that make money, real guys that make money, okay? Even if they become broke overnight, they will quickly make more money again because of the characteristics and the personality that it took to make them make money in the first place. Don't you see? You know the discipline that it takes, how much work it takes, how much stress and the ability to handle every problem all the time and keep a level head and keep your shit together. That is a skill set that is cultivated over time. And that's what successful guys master. Don't you see? And the guys that don't make any money, you know what their personalities are like? Excuses. It's just constantly the world happens to them. They can never catch a break no matter how hard they try. If only somebody will just give them a $50,000 loan and then they can go off and start their dream food truck or whatever the fuck. And then they'll just be on their way. Their entrepreneurial powers will unlock and they'll be a massive success if only somebody would just come down and bless them. Yeah, right. You could give those people $100,000 today and they'd lose it all in 3 months and go, I don't know, it just was unlucky, I guess. The same shit they've been saying since forever. That's how it goes. Don't you see? That's how it always is. So there's a whole ass personality that it takes. It's to become a success. You gotta chisel that shit out of marble, and you do it in inches, and it's fucking hard. And the guys that aren't a success have a lifetime of not even trying. They haven't even touched that slab. It's just sitting there. Don't you see? Don't you get it? So when you date the guy who's 6'3" and hot but broke, the brokenness bodes to their character. It's not that they've just fallen on hard times temporarily. It's that there's a lifetime of excuse making and bad decisions and probably drugs and alcohol. And that's what your future is going to look like too if you date them. It doesn't matter how hot they are today. They will be balding tomorrow, and they're going to have a beer belly sooner than you want, and then he's still going to be broke because he hasn't cultivated what it takes to make any real fucking money in this world. Is that what you want? To be making excuses for a man that doesn't even try? You get what I mean? The world happens to him. You know? How feminine. How feminine for as a man to be like, oh, the world's happening to me. That's feminine as fuck. A man is supposed to thrust his will out into the world and make something of himself, build something. Not just wait for the world to happen to him. That's what women do. That's feminine as fuck. Oh, he also has 2 baby mamas. Perfect! I rest my case. Where's my gavel? Hello, guys. Moment of silence. That's right. That's one of those moments you just take it in. Okay? Tired of broke. Stop picking them. Okay. How's it going, folks? I got time for one more. 52 years old wants... Hello. 52-year-old wants lady... 52-year-old wants lady his age to pay... Oh, I see. Okay. 52-year-old man wants a lady his age to pay all of the bills so he can stack his cash. Don't be a victim. If you're a 52-year-old woman, you ought to know better by now. Unless y'all are in an equitable marriage where you're sharing finances, in what world is that okay? All right, folks. The audacity. All right. Hello, folks. Okay. Why are so many men low achieving and satisfied with the minimum? Because you women let them. Women set the standard for men, don't you see? A man that's single, broke, whatever, he'll do what he has to do or what he has to do to make himself something enough so that he can attract women, a woman to have a fucking family with. And if all the women just decided, you're not going to get any play unless you make something out of yourself. Forge yourself in fire and make something useful in this world so that you can produce for yourself and others. Then and only then will you get a woman. Then they would do better. But because you guys keep sleeping with fucking losers, they do less. You literally have so much control here. Spoken from, listen, this is from a man. I'm telling you that men will do what they need to do to get you. And if you guys all fucking hand in hand unite and decide what's acceptable and what isn't, then they're just going to do the least. Everybody just does the least. So if you make the least higher, then that will cause them all to come up to your expectations. Don't you see? You set the standard for men everywhere. Don't you get it? But it doesn't work unless you all do it together. Like, it's straight up. You guys have to be like united in this. That's literally how it is. Or else it just doesn't work. Oh, man. Hello, guys. 2 minutes left. Do you feel like love and having a provider man go hand in hand? You can learn to love a provider. Take from that what you will. You can learn to love that man. You'll find qualities about him you like later down the road. Hello. Have a great night. That's right. Oh, right. Thanks. Thanks, guys. That's my time. We'll see you guys again on Thursday. Bye-bye. All right.